Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of One Seed, One World. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the video, and please subscribe to our channel. Check out all of our other content. So I'm out here in the greenhouse and giving a quick update on the seedlings that I planted. It's been a couple weeks ago now, I guess. So the last 3 nights here have been super cold. We had freeze warnings. We did have frost outside on the cars, on the grass, and it got down pretty chilly here in the greenhouse. So what I ended up doing is getting, well, I already had this, but it's just an electric heater, and then I have another smaller one that I brought out, and I just ran them all night long in here just to kind of help keep the temperature up. The lowest temperature it got in here was about 40 degrees on the coldest night, where outside it was like 32. So I did keep it up above freezing and protected all of the seedlings that have sprouted. So pretty much almost all of my tomatoes have come up now, all the varieties. There's still a couple pots that haven't sprouted, but and I think looking at it now, I have one mortgage lifter and one of those white tomasols, or however you say it, that have not sprouted yet. But the rest have all sprouted, and multiple seedlings in each one. Those over the past week have really started to pop. There were some that came up earlier than others, just like with anything. Back here, my cucumbers were the first thing. They sprouted within 5 days, and I have 100% germination of all of my cucumber plants. The Thai basil is starting to pop up. The lime basil is barely moved yet. Only, I think, 1 or 2 pots has started to sprout. And all of my eggplant has started to sprout as well. The thing that's taken the longest and has me a little concerned is the peppers, because peppers need warmer soil temperatures for germination than like tomatoes or cucumbers. They generally prefer to kind of like be a steady soil temperature of about 80 degrees. I mean, they'll germinate lower than that, but that's a way to get them to germinate pretty quickly. And being out here with the cool evenings, you know, it gets pretty hot in here during the day when the sun's out. But of course, the first week after I planted everything, it was cloudy every single day and cool and rainy. And so it didn't really warm up that much in here. I mean, you'd be in the 60s, but I wasn't getting a good soil temperature. Also, hotter peppers, you know, like your jalapenos and that kind of thing, they even prefer a warmer temperature for their germination and sprouting. So, my soil temperatures, I had some days where they were between 78 and 82 degrees, but other times they were much cooler, like around 60. So, and I'm not even sure out here in the middle of the night, you know, if they cooled down more than that. Peppers will not germinate if it's below 55 degree soil temp. So, now I did kind of go in and dig around a little bit in the pots, and I did see some movement in them. And then just yesterday, my first shishito peppers started to sprout, but they're really tiny, and nothing else has really moved yet. Now this next week, it's supposed to be in the 80s most of the week and sunny, so I am hoping that this is the week that they all sprout. If they don't, I might have to replant some stuff since they've been sitting in here for so long. So I'll show you some close-ups here of kind of what things are looking like now. So you see my early fortune cucumbers have all sprouted very well. They're looking really good. Thai basil, very tiny. Eggplants are still very tiny. And there's still some that still have to sprout, but they've just started coming up over the last day or so. And then all the tomatoes, you know, they're all coming up and looking pretty good. And I will either transplant or thin out some of those once they get bigger and get their first set of true leaves on them, instead of just the little sprouts. Then over here you see peppers, nothing going on except for So one tiny shishito. It just popped up yesterday. So hopefully that means the other ones will start popping up. Oh, I see a jalapeno. Hey, that's new today. Little tiny one coming up there. Right on. So, they're still going to be in the greenhouse for, another 2 to 3 weeks. I have some delays in building my new beds because I have to move the chicken coop first. I originally was going to get a bobcat and do it all myself, but after I figured out the cost of renting a bobcat and then renting a trencher and then having to figure all the stuff out and going and picking it up, bring it back, all that kind of stuff, I thought it might be more efficient and economical to just hire somebody to do it. So I did find a local contractor that does excavating, grading, septic tanks, all that kind of thing. His price was great. His price ended up being cheaper than I think it would have been for me to rent a bobcat for a couple of days. So really made sense for me to just have him come out and do it because he could probably get it done in like 4 hours. However, he can't do it for 3 weeks. And I can't move the chicken coop until that section in the back is graded. So that means I can't build my beds for 3 weeks either. So some of the stuff might be going into the ground later than I had hoped, but we will get there. And I'll continue to do some stuff here in the greenhouse. I planted a few moringa trees for Mitzi the other day. She had some seeds left from a couple years ago, and so we put those in some big pots. And then today I'm going to also start a bunch of my zinnia seeds and some other flowers too, probably get them started here in the greenhouse, give them a head start so they're all ready to go in the ground by the time that I get all the beds ready. So that's the update on what's going on with the seeds and the sprouts. And hopefully it will continue and we'll be sprouting more things. Please let me know if you have any questions about this kind of stuff. I know I kind of buzzed through just kind of what's going on, but didn't go over a whole lot of information other than the soil temps for the peppers. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know and comment below. All right, hope to see you all again soon. Hope whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, at your gardens, greenhouses, and whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you are having great success with all that and that your spring is going well. I know a lot of places have had some heavy snows here in the last week or two, so we got lucky to only have a couple nights of frost, I guess. So anyway, see you again soon. Have a great day. Namaste.